Hi, everybody. It's Miss Santiago. I'm not sure if you guys can see me. If you can see me, if you could comment, that would be awesome. If not, I'm going to go ahead and start our class because I don't see anything on my end. All right, it says live, so hopefully we're good. All right, there we go. I see Mr. Sontag. He is watching. Awesome. And there must be a lag or something because I wasn't seeing any of you guys. Hi, Colin. Hi, Miss Linda. I hope everyone's having a really great day. It looks beautiful outside. In a little bit, we're going to go out for a little bike ride. Hope you're getting your exercise and doing all your schoolwork. Oh, yay. Thank you. You can see me. Can you hear me? I hope so. Okay, so we're going to start off our class today with a little bit of Tai Chi and yoga. Hi, Nick. Nice to see everybody. And after we do our little Tai Chi, our yoga, we'll read a couple of stories that I have for you today. Did you all get to enjoy Miss Grace's beautiful art class today and Mr. Sontag's amazing music class? I feel so grateful to be a part of our community. My daughter Lily is doing a lot of homeschooling right now through Duval County, and she has work for everything, reading, writing, and music and art and all of that. But I am loving doing art and music with you guys, and I know she is as well. And my baby, my 18 or 19-month-old, is loving it too. So we have our crayons out and our paints and all of that good stuff. So I hope you're enjoying those things too. And singing in the playground today, Down by the Bay, has been stuck in my head all day. Thanks, Mr. Sontag. I think he's the only person who could make that song sound cool though, right? Hi, AJ. Hi, Evan. All right, are you guys ready to do a little Tai Chi and yoga? Awesome. Everyone stand up. Hopefully I have a little more room in here today. I have my cat with me again, so she doesn't start scratching at the door. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. Take a big breath in. And go, Awesome. Let's wrap and swing together. We did this a couple days. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Exhale, reach up. Grab your chi ball, your energy, and shift it side to side. Look between your hands as you breathe. Shift your energy. Where can you make a change? Is it in a reaction to what someone says or does? Can you shift that and breathe more? Look right between your hands. Throw your ball up to the sky. And then fold forward. Reach for the floor. Shake out your head. And take one big breath in. And stick out your tongue, go, Rise all the way up. Take your shoulders back. Show me one hand, and then show me your opposite knee. So I have my right hand up. You might have your left hand up. It doesn't matter. Reach for your knee and then switch. Cross your body. Switch. 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 Beautiful proprioception here. One more breath and we're going to hold it. Who can balance on one leg? Can you take your eye gaze and slowly reach for your back with your eyes, back thumb, and then come back down? It's hard to talk and balance. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, here we go. Switch and then switch. Switch. Do the other side. Ready? Switch. Hold on this side. Slowly bring your eye gaze to your back thumb. Take your shoulders back and down. And come back to center. A breath in and a breath out. Step 1 foot forward, 1 foot back for your warrior 1. Reach your hands up to the sky. Square your hips to the front of the room. Ground down all 4 corners of your feet. Big breath. Bring your hands to heart center and your shoulders back, open to warrior 2. Should we go surfing? You ready? We're not going to wipe out. Reach forward. Here comes the wave. Reach back. And then everyone step all the way to the front of your surfboard. Ta-da! And then switch sides. If we were at school, we'd probably wipe out and do a chaturanga and then swim away from the sharks, right? Breathe in, breathe out, hands to heart center, open to warrior two. Look right past your front fingers, shoulders back. Let's surf one more time. Are you ready? Breathe in. Here we go. Reach up. And then everyone come all the way to your island. And your hands are at your heart center. I see a palm tree. Do you see a palm tree? Come to a kickstand if you like. You can bring your foot on the floor or your calf, or come up to your thigh. Press your leg into your foot into your leg. Take your hands to your heart center. Big breath. Exhale. Can you reach your hands to the sky? Can you reach your leg up? Reach it forward. Wiggle your toes. And then bring your foot back down. Big breath in. Stick out your tongue. Go, ah. Let's do the other side. Kickstand. Oh, your calf. I see likes, but I can't see from here who's commenting and who's liking and loving what. All right. Find your stability here. So press into your center line. Hug the pit of your belly in and up. A big breath in. Exhale your hands to the sky. Spread your fingers up. Lift your leg. Lift your toes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Come back. Breathe in and breathe out. Should we dance? Let's have a dancer's pose. Now, I have a little dresser here, Lily's dresser. You can hold on to something, or if you have a family member next to you, you can hold their hand. I wish I could reach out to you guys. Or you can reach without holding on. Maybe you can pretend you're holding my hand. Press your foot into your hand, your back hand. Breathe in. One more breath. You can make a yoga mudra right here. Or how about a thumbs up? How about a big mwah? And come back. Ta-da! Tadasana, high mountain. Let's come to the other side. Ready? Again, remember, you can hold on if you want. Right? Bring your foot to your hand. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Come back. Inhale. Exhale. All right, step 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. We'll do one more stretch on each side. Triangle pose. So I don't know if you can see, but you're going to take your front leg straight. Okay. And your back leg, and you're going to reach for your leg, or maybe you can reach for the floor and try to keep your front leg straight. Breathe in. Exhale, press the top of your hand back to stretch through your back. One more breath. Exhale, come back. Feet together, and now we switch. All right, straighten so your front toes face forward toward me, and your back toes face toward that wall, or in my case, the window. Breathe in, reach, high, and then come down. Straighten your front leg. You can have a little micro bend in your knee. A big breath in. Exhale, press back. One more breath. Exhale, come back together again. 'Cause we're all here together again. Oh, sorry about that. Someone was trying to call me. Take a big breath in together. Exhale. Namaste. Are you ready for some stories now? I want to say a quick hello. I see a bunch of friends that tuned in. Oh my goodness. Yes, hi. I see Corin, hello. And Emma's here. Kiki must be here. And Caleb, hi. I bet you Andrew's with us and Harula. Caesar, hello. Awesome. So happy to see you all. So I have 2 books to share with you today. I have one, a fractured fairy tale. We've been reading fractured fairy tales this week. Remember, those are books that are based on stories that we know, but they're probably a little silly and a little bit different, right? We read the Three Ninja Pigs, and we read Ninja Red Riding Hood, and a few the Three Little Super Pigs, right? And then I have another book today. I'm going to flip the screen so you can see. So I have one of my favorites. It's been a while since I've read it. It's called The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales. So silly. So if you know the Gingerbread Man, you'll know this one. And there are a couple of other ones in this story. And then a really beautiful one which spoke to me today. It's called I Am Enough. I think a lot of your teachers and administrators and possibly your parents might be feeling concerned. Am I doing enough? Am I enough? And I promise you, you are. And you kids are more than enough. You're doing great. Hi, Alex. All right. Oh, awesome. Mr. Sontag used to love this book. All right, let's see if my cat's going to behave. It's like if I can't get away from the kids, I can't get away from the cat. It's all good. All right, here we go, everybody. The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales by John Skiska and Lane Smith. There are a few stories in this book. Wait a minute. I have found a kernel of wheat, said the little red hen. Now, who will help me plant this wheat? Where is that lazy dog? Where's that lazy cat? Where's that lazy mouse? Wait a minute. Hold everything. You can't tell your story right here. This is the end paper. The book hasn't even started yet. Who are you? Will you help me plant the wheat? I'm Jack. I'm the narrator. And no, I can't help you plant the wheat. I'm a very busy guy trying to put a book together. Now, why don't you just disappear for a few pages? I'll call you when I need you. But who will help me tell my story? Who will help me draw a picture of the wheat? Who will help me spell the wheat? Listen, hen, forget the wheat. Here comes the title page. Title page. For The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales. Hi, Zakari. Huh? I know. The page is upside down. I meant to do that. Whoever looks at that dedication stuff anyhow? If you really want to read it, you can always stand on your head. Ooh, maybe we could do some yoga, you guys, and do a headstand. Or I can just turn the book. This book is dedicated to our close, personal, special friend, all of you guys. Introduction. A long time ago, people used to tell magical stories of wonder and enchantment. Those stories were called fairy tales. Those stories are not in this book. The stories in this book are almost fairy tales, but not quite. The stories in this book are fairly stupid tales. I mean, what else would you call a story like Goldilocks and the Three Elephants? This girl walking through the woods smells peanut porridge cooking. She decides to break into the elephant's house, eat the porridge, sit on the chairs, and sleep in the beds. But when she gets in the house, she can't climb up on baby elephant's chair because it's too big. She can't climb up on Mama Elephant's chair because it's much too big, and she can't climb up on Papa Elephant's chair because it's much, much too big. So she goes home. The end. And if you don't think that's fairly stupid, you should read Little Red Running Shorts, or maybe The Stinky Cheese Man. In fact, you should definitely go read the stories now, because the rest of this introduction just kind of goes on and doesn't really say anything. I stuck it to the end here so it would fill up the page and make it look like I really knew what I was talking about. So, stop now. I mean it. Quit reading. Turn the page. If you read this last sentence, it won't tell you anything. Jack, Up the Hill, Fairy Tale Forest, 1992. Surgeon General's warning. It has been determined that these fairy tales are fairly stupid and probably dangerous to your health. Uh-oh. Chicken Lickin'. Once upon a time, Chicken Lickin' was standing around when a piece of something fell on her head. She wasn't the brightest thing on two legs, so she started running around in circles, clucking. "The sky is falling! The sky is falling! We must tell the president!" Chicken Licken ran to her friend Ducky Lucky and clucked, Ducky Lucky! Ducky Lucky! The sky is falling! The sky is falling! We must tell the president! Let's go, quacked Ducky Lucky. Chicken Licken and Ducky Lucky ran to their friend Goosey Lucy and yelled, Goosey Lucy! Goosey Lucy! The sky is falling! The sky is falling! We must go tell the president! Let's go, honked Goosey Lucy. So Chicken Licken, Ducky Lucky, and Goosey Lucy ran to their friend Cocky Locky and yelled, Cocky Locky, the sky is falling! The sky is falling! We must tell the president! Let's go, crowed Cocky Locky. Wait a minute, cried Jack the narrator. I forgot the table of contents. Hey, you're not in this story, said Chicken Licken. I know, said Jack the narrator, but I came to warn you. The table of contents is, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, clucked Chicken Licken. We must tell the president. So Chicken Licken, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky ignored Jack the narrator and ran off to catch a plane to Washington. Just outside the airport, they met Foxy Loxy. Foxy Loxy, Foxy Loxy, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. We must tell the president, yelled Chicken Licken, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky. Well, come with me, said Foxy Loxy. I know a shortcut to the airport. Foxy Loxy led Chicken Licken, Ducky Lucky, Goosey Lucy, and Cocky Locky to his cave. He didn't get to eat them, though, because Chicken Licken was almost right. The sky wasn't falling. The table of contents was. It fell and squashed everybody. The end. And here's our table of contents. A table of contents in a book shows you the different stories and what pages they can be found on. And unfortunately, our friends are all gone. They didn't listen. Here we go. The Princess and the Bowling Ball. You guys familiar with The Princess and the Pea? This one's a little different. Once upon a time, there was a prince, and this prince's dad and mom, the king and queen, somehow got it into their royal heads that no princess would be good enough for their boy unless she could feel a pea through 100 mattresses. So it should come as no surprise that the prince had a very hard time finding a princess. I'm so glad you love this book, Miss Jenkin. So it should come as no surprise that the prince had a very hard time finding a princess. Every time he met a nice girl, his mom and dad would pile 100 mattresses on top of a pea and then invite her to sleep over. When the princess came down for breakfast, the queen would ask, "How did you sleep, dear?" The princess would politely say, "Fine, thank you," and the king would show her to the door. Now, this went on for 3 years, and of course, nobody ever felt the pea under 100 mattresses. Then one day, the prince met the girl of his dreams. He decided he better do something about it. That night, before the princess went to bed, the prince slipped his bowling ball under the 100 mattresses. When the princess came down for breakfast the next morning, the queen asked, "How did you sleep, dear?" "This might sound odd," said the princess, "but I think you need another mattress. I felt like I was sleeping on a lump as big as a bowling ball." The king and queen were satisfied. The prince and princess were married, and everyone lived happily, though maybe not completely honestly, ever after. The end. Oh, goodness. The Really Ugly Duckling. Everyone knows the story of the ugly duckling, right? Here's another one. Once upon a time, there was a mother duck and a father duck who had 7 baby ducklings. 6 of them were regular-looking ducklings. The 7th was a really ugly duckling. Everyone used to say, "What a nice-looking bunch of ducklings," all except that one. "Boy, he's really ugly." The really ugly duckling heard these people, but he didn't care. He knew that one day he would probably grow up to be a That's right, a swan, and be bigger and look better than anything in the pond. Well, as it turns out, he was just a really ugly duckling, and he grew up to be just a really ugly duck. The end. I don't know, I think Jack might have been right. These are fairly stupid tales. All right, do you guys all know the Frog Prince? Here is the other Frog Prince. Once upon a time, there was a frog. One day, when he was sitting on his lily pad, he saw a beautiful princess sitting by the pond. He hopped in the water, swam over to her, and poked his head out of the weeds. "Ribbit, pardon me, O beautiful princess, Ribbit," he said in his most sad and pathetic voice. "I wonder, Ribbit, if you could help me." The princess was about to jump up and run, but she felt sorry for the frog with the sad and pathetic voice. So she asked, "What can I help you with, little frog?" "Well, Ribbit," said the frog, "I'm not really a frog, Ribbit, but a handsome prince who was turned into a frog by a wicked witch's spell, Ribbit. And the spell can only be broken by the kiss of a beautiful princess." The princess thought about this for a second, then lifted the frog from the pond and kissed him. "Ribbit, I was just kidding," said the frog. He jumped back into the pond, and the princess wiped the frog slime off her lips. The end. All right, here is Little Red Running Shorts. Earlier this week, we read Ninja Red Riding Hood, and this one is also based on Little Red Riding Hood, right? "Okay, I've got things running smoothly now," said Jack the narrator, "and this next story is even better than the last three. See, it's about this girl who runs very fast and always wears red running shorts. That's where her name comes from. Get it? So anyway, this girl is running to her granny's house when she meets a wolf. He tricks her into taking the long way while he takes the shortcut. Now, this is the good part, because Red runs so fast she beats the wolf to Granny's house. He knocks on the door. Red answers it, and guess what she says? "My, what slow feet you have." And that's it. The end. Is that great or what? So sit back, relax, and enjoy Little Red Running Shorts. And now, like I already said, Little Red Running Shorts. "You just told the whole story," says Little Red Running Shorts. "We're not going to tell it again." "You can't say that," said Jack. "You have to start with Once Upon a Time." "No way," says the wolf. "You blew it." "But you guys are next. Look at the title at the top of the page. Little Red Running Shorts. That's you." "Let's go," said Wolf. "We're out of here. Let's go, Wolf. We're out of here." "Wait, you can't do this. Your story's supposed to be 3 pages long. What do I do when we turn the page?" "Oh, no." "I planted the wheat. I watered the wheat. I harvested the wheat. Now do I get to tell my story?" said the little red hen. "Say, what's that? What's going on here? Why is that page blank? Is that my page? Where's that lazy dog? Where's that lazy cat? Where's that lazy mouse? How do they expect me to tell the whole story by myself? Where's that lazy narrator? Where's that lazy illustrator? Where's that lazy author?" Uh-oh, Jack's bean problem. Do you see who that must be? The giant. And here's Jack, our narrator. "Forget that, hen." Look, his foot is squishing the word forget. "Forget that, hen. Now it's time for the best story in the whole book. My story. Because once upon a time, I traded our last cow for 3 magic beans. And, hey, giant, what are you doing down here? You're wrecking the whole story."
"I don't like that story,"
said the giant.
"You always trick me."
"That's the best part," said Jack.
Fee-fi-fo, fee-fi-fum-fory, I have made my own story."
Great rhyme, giant. And I'm sure your story is just as good, but there's no room for it. So why don't you climb back up the beanstalk? I'll be up in a few minutes to steal your gold and your singing harp. I'll grind your bones to make my bread. I knew you'd understand. And there's another little thing that's been bugging me. Could you please stop talking in uppercase letters? It really messes up the page. I will read my story now, said the giant. And he did. Giant story. The end. Of the evil stepmother said, I'll huff and snuff and give you 3 wishes. The beast changed into 7 dwarfs happily ever after, for a spell had been cast by a wicked witch once upon a time. That's your story? Said Jack. You gotta be kidding. That's not a fairly stupid tale. That's an incredibly stupid tale. That's an unbelievably stupid tale. That's the most stupid tale I ever... The giant grabbed Jack and dragged him to the next page. Jack's story. Uh-oh. Once upon a time, there was a giant. The giant squeezed Jack and said, Tell me a better story, or I will grind your bones to make my bread. And when your story is finished, I will grind your bones to make my bread anyway. Ho, ho, ho. The giant laughed an ugly laugh, and Jack thought, He'll kill me if I do. He'll kill me if I don't. There's only one way to get out of this. Jack cleared his throat and then began his story. Once upon a time, there was a giant. The giant squeezed Jack and said, Tell me a better story, or I will grind your bones to make my bread. And when the story is finished, I will grind your bones to make my bread anyway. Ho, ho, ho. The giant laughed an ugly laugh. Jack thought, He'll kill me if I do. He'll kill me if I don't. There's only one way to get out of this. And look, it keeps going on and on and on and on. The same thing over and over again. Cinder Rumpelstiltskin, or the girl who really blew it. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl named Cinderella who lived with her wicked stepmother and 2 ugly stepsisters. The step relatives were not only wicked and ugly, they also made Cinderella clean the house every day. One day, the local prince announced that he was holding a fabulous ball at his castle. Everyone was invited. Come on in, Lily and Jacob, come on in. Everyone was invited. All right, we have a guest appearance. Hello. Hi. Okay, what happened to Lily Daycare?
He was crawling into the mirror, and he kept saying "Mama" too.
All right,
he,
okay.
Crawled into the mirror.
Okay, so we're gonna continue the story, and we're gonna listen. Okay. All right. The stepmother and stepsisters got all dressed up to go. But as usual, they made Cinderella clean the house, so she didn't have time to get ready. After the stepmother and stepsisters left for the ball, Cinderella sat down and began to cry. Just then a little man appeared. Please don't cry, he said. I can help you spin straw into gold. I don't think that will do me much good, said Cinderella. I need a fancy dress, glass slippers, and a coach. Would you like to try to guess my name? Said the clever little man. Cinderella looked at him. No, not really. Come on. Do you think it's Chester? If you don't have a dress, it really doesn't matter. Oh, just guess a name, any name. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, said Cinderella. Then she closed the door and left the little man standing outside screaming, Rumpelstiltskin, Rumpelstiltskin, Rumpelstiltskin. When the stepmother and stepsisters got home from the ball, Cinderella told them about the strange little man. They still made her clean the house, and meaner still, they changed her name to Cinder Rumpelstiltskin. The end. I wonder if he would have been able to give her a dress if she just guessed the name.
Mama.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to skip the tortoise and the hare and the rabbit, and we're going to just read Stinky Cheese Man.
Mama.
Yes, Jacob. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a little old woman and a little old man who lived together in a little old house. They were lonely, so the little old lady decided to make a man out of stinky cheese. Here. She gave him a piece of bacon for a mouth and 2 olives for eyes and put him in the oven to cook. So this is just like the gingerbread man, but it's a stinky cheese man. When she opened the oven to see if he was done, the smell knocked her on her back. Phew! What is that terrible smell? She cried. The stinky cheese man hopped out of the oven and ran out the door calling, "Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the stinky cheese man." The little old lady and the little old man sniffed the air. "I'm not really very hungry," said the little old man. "I'm not really all that lonely," said the little old lady. So they didn't chase the stinky cheese man. The stinky cheese man ran and ran until he met a cow eating grass in a field. "Wow, what's that awful smell?" said the cow. "Bleh." The stinky cheese man said, I'm going to say it, I've run away from a little old lady and a little old man, and I can run away from you too. Run. Say it loud. Run, run, run.
Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the stinky cheese man.
The cow gave another sniff and said, "I'll bet you could give someone 2 or 3 stomach aches. I think I'll just eat weeds." So the cow didn't chase the stinky cheese man either. The stinky cheese man ran and ran until he met some kids playing outside the school.
Gross.
Say it loud. "Gross!"
Gross.
said the little girl. "What's that nasty smell? I've run away from a little old lady and a little old man and a cow, and I can run away from you too." Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the stinky cheese man. A little boy looked up and sniffed the air and said, "If we catch him, our teacher will probably make us eat him. Let's get out of here." So the kids didn't chase the stinky cheese man either. By and by, the stinky cheese man came to a river with no bridge. "How will I ever cross this bridge? It's too big to jump, and if I try to swim across, I'll probably fall apart," said you-know-who. Just then, the sly fox, who shows up in a lot of stories like these, poked his head out of the bushes. "Why, just hop on my back and I'll carry you across, stinky cheese man. How do I know you won't eat me?" "Trust me," said the fox. So the stinky cheese man hopped on the fox's back. The fox swam to the middle of the river and said, "Oh man, what's that funky smell?" The fox coughed, gagged, and sneezed, and the stinky cheese man flew off his back and into the river, where he fell apart. The end. Shh, be very quiet. I moved the end paper up here so the giant would think the book was over. The big lug is finally asleep. Now I can sneak out of here. Just turn the page very quietly, and that will be the... I found the wheat. I planted the wheat. I grew the wheat. I harvested the wheat. I ground the wheat. I made the dough. I baked the bread, said the little red hen. Did anyone help me? Did anyone save space for my story? So now, said the little red hen, who thinks they're going to help me eat the bread? Bread, said the giant. Eat, said the giant. The end. Such a funny story. So I skipped a couple of the stories in there, but if you're interested, you can definitely find this book on Amazon. This is a fun one. Oh, Lily Titi's watching with Ava. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. All right, last one. This is a short one, but a good one. Okay. Perfect for this time right now. Wondering, I know as a mom, as a school administrator, as a teacher, I am wondering this quite a bit. Am I enough? And this was a beautiful reminder that I am. You want to help me turn the pages? By Grace Byers, and it's illustrated, by Keturah A. Bobo. Look at her beautiful hair, huh? It's curly like ours. Okay, I am enough. You got it? Okay. Like the sun, I'm here to shine. Okay. Jacob, stop. You want to read that part? Like the voice.
Like the voice, I'm here to sing.
Like the bird, I'm here to fly and soar high over everything.
Like the trees, I'm here to grow. Like tall mountains.
Like the mountains.
Like the mountains, here to stand.
And Jacob singing Twinkle Twinkle. Like time, I'm here to be and be everything I can. Go ahead, like the?
Like the champ, I'm here to fight.
Like the heart, I'm here to love.
Like a leader, I'm here
Like a ladder?
Like a ladder, I'm here to climb.
Yeah. Jacob, you want to see? Like the wind, I'm
here to push.
like a rope.
Like a rope, I'm here to pull.
Yeah, a wagon, a vroom vroom. Like the rain, I'm here to pour and drip and fall until I'm full. Yeah, let's turn the page. You want to help me turn the page, Jacob? Turn. Thank you. Go ahead. Like the moon.
Like the moon, I'm here to drink.
Like the student, here to learn. Wait, Jacob, wait patiently. Look, they're running. On your mark, get set, go. Like the water, here to swell. Like the fire, here to burn. Good. Like the winner. Right here. Like
the winner, I'm here to win.
And if I don't get up again, I know that I may sometimes cry. But even
then, I'm here to try.
I'm not meant to be like you. You're not meant to be like me. Sometimes we will get along and sometimes we will disagree. Yes, that's a wheelchair, Jacob. That's right. There are wheels on that. But the rainbow. Go ahead, Lily. You read that part.
I know that we don't look the same. Our skin, our eyes, our hair, or our food.
Hold on, Jakey. Hold on. But that does not dictate our worth. We both have places here on earth. And in the end, we are right here to live a life of love, not fear. Look, here's a vroom vroom. Here's a wheelchair. Here, you read that part, sweet girl. To help?
To help each other when it's
Tough.
tough.
To stay together. Can you guess what they're going to say? Shh. I'm enough. Here, Jacob. Here's the vroom vroom. All right. You can have it, Jacob.